We are close to 70 traders live, fully funded, all operational. We've got a mixture of big hitters, some guys that have 4, 5, 6x their account already. Some great success.
When we sat in this room doing the roundtable of everything that we was going to launch, you know, the one-to-ones, the mentoring, the risk management coaching, the quant calls, the strategies, helping them optimize, backtest.
What I'm very proud of is where we have sat with Sebastian. We've fully automated their trading strategies. I literally had a text message last night, up 34% on the week, and that's his bot. It's gone
Fully
live.
automated.
Yeah, bot as well. There's no difference between you trading at home and you going to trade with a banking institution, because you're getting live market analysis, live market news, and the correct people to help you grow your program, and direct access to a community that's led by market professionals.
We have put our own money back into the system, and it's working. They're
What
maintaining.
would you say to someone out there, aspiring trader?
If you're already a professional trader and you're out there, these are one of the best.
Right, so we're back again.
Yeah.
It's 2 podcasts today, which we haven't done in a long time, as I said in the last one, if you've watched it. But I'm glad to bring our good friend, JJ, our COO of Alpha Prime. We were in this room, how long ago was that?
8 months ago, maybe?
Yeah, 8 months
ago.
Yeah, it must have been. It was a couple of months before launch.
And
A
a
lot
lot
has
has
happened.
changed. I've got fatter.
So have
JJ's
I.
got greyer.
So have I.
And Drew's got new teeth. And that's where we're at with it. And you can see it's in November because the cost of coffee cups changed. But look, it's been a great journey so far, and I'm really looking forward to
Yeah,
James to
lots
tell you
happened.
what we've been doing.
So we're live all of 6 months.
Yep.
We are close to 70 traders live, fully funded, all operational. We've got a mixture of big hitters, some guys that have 4, 5, 6x their account already. Some great success. We've got 1 or 2 that struggle as well, but they know, maintain the account, treat with respect, keep trading the events, and they know where they're at. And I'm sure with the hand-holding service that we deliver, they'll be a big success.
I think that's a good point as well, because we've said internally both, we've all discussed it, and then with Danny in marketing, that we launched Prime when we sat in this room doing the roundtable of everything that we was going to launch, you know, the one-to-ones, the mentoring, the risk management coaching, the quant calls, the strategies, helping them optimize, backtest, etc., etc., etc. And then we went quiet. Online, publicly.
We just stay doing what we're doing. But our only thing we haven't delivered, which I'm guilty of, is a group call. I would like weekly calls, but it's very hard to put a mixture of people from all different corners of the globe. You got people in Japan, in New York, Chicago, Miami, UK, Germany, Denmark. They're everywhere.
Yeah.
And it's very hard not only to land a time spot, but also talk about what covers for everybody. So I can't give a tutorial on how to trade NASDAQ because everyone trades it with a different plan.
Or they don't trade NASDAQ.
Or they don't trade NASDAQ. They trade Eurodollar or gold. And so that's my only disappointment.
That's one. But I would say
we cover a lot more in one-to-ones.
The past 6 months has been like a proof of concept for us, where we said we was going to do all of these things and offer this support network and this infrastructure that once a trader, we've identified the top 1% or 0.1%, whatever you want to call it, from Alpha Futures and Alpha Cap. You identify these talented traders that are, sink or swim on their own devices, figuring it out on their own. You promote them up to Alpha Prime, where we then put that infrastructure, that support system and network around them to then elevate them, to then, look, you're onto something, but how much can we improve that by putting all of this stuff around them? So
it's a very different concept of trading though, because guys that have come over have got the mentality of they can blow an account. With Prime, you do not blow your account.
If you do, it's gone. You don't just get unlimited respins of the wheel.
Yeah. Although we have had 1 or 2 traders that have been rather unlucky.
Yeah.
That have shown a really good proof of concept, really good strategy. They're online every day. They're trading all the time.
Help them,
and we've reinvested.
Give them more money.
We have put our own money back into the system,
even if they've lost.
And it's working. Mm-hmm. They're maintaining.
But that's a really good point, right? Because the Alpha Prime program, yes, is to identify traders. Yes, you don't get free respins of the wheel if you blow it. But if over how many times we've done it? 3, 4, 5, maybe. Guys that have had an unfortunate run, because the market doesn't always go your way. You're not always going to get it right every month.
But if you had an error, You know, he was unable to exit his position, and
But if they're
he lost too much.
and if they're
you know,
disciplined,
I helped him out.
Happens.
if they're disciplined and they're working hard, and just unfortunately it's just market conditions are against their edge of their strategy in that given period. But we feel like, okay, well, this guy is worth reinvesting in and keeping in the Alpha Prime group because we see a potential future
Value added.
a value add, and then we have done that, and we will continue to do that for those that.
I think, would it be fair to say, GJ, because I don't really get involved in the prime stuff, but would it be fair to say that Alpha Cap and Alpha Futures Cap, coming into it more so now as well, is the hunting ground? So we find people that we think they've made money, they can do it, and then your stuff is the training ground, meaning if you do drop your account, and if you haven't had it back, but you show discipline, you show you want to crack on, you show the effort, you show the respect, and you can listen, because a lot of people, I'm sure everyone agrees, and I've been guilty for it a lot over the years, is you've got to take direction. You're not going to be the best trader. You've got to be open-minded to learn.
No one can win every time.
Yeah,
no one can get it right every time.
You're never going to be the
You're going to make
trader.
mistakes.
Yeah.
But then we've got so much more to come. So, coming soon, if we want to say that.
Yeah.
We're moving. I'm also getting people that are contacting me now outside of Alpha.
Well, that's the goal.
I like what's happening. You don't get this in another office.
Yeah.
And so that's the appealing part. So we're restructuring the business.
And we're about to get a jewel in the crown that not a lot of people know about, which is going to be with us in our new office.
Yes,
which
indeed.
is very exciting.
So we are. My vision at the beginning of all this journey was to have on-hand quant analysis. So you can literally go and sit, if you're in London, you can actually go and sit with Sebastian, who we'll meet later, and he is by far, no one wants to be the cleverest man in the room. He just naturally is. Yeah. He's unbelievable. When I employed him, he had never traded. He had no idea what a candlestick is. He had no idea what NQ.
Mathematical genius.
Yeah, but that's
math
good.
And data science. And,
there was no bias coming into
we've
it.
invested not only in him, but we've bought all the data for the last
10, 20.
Yeah, I think it's close to that.
Find him, JJ.
Through recruitment agency, regrettably, because you end up giving the agency a lot of money to take him on.
They earned a penny on that one for once.
Boy, was it worth it? Yeah, and the minute I interviewed him, I knew that he was someone that I could. I've worked with quants before, and they're old school, and no, you can't do that, or no, you don't do it that way.
They got a bias to what?
And they got a bias.
Yeah.
So I just wanted someone that was completely
fresh.
And he has grown so much. He's so phenomenal. And I've even given him the opportunity to build his own bot and trade as well.
What I've enjoyed,
watching
Sebastian as well, which you'll meet, who's really smart, is when he first came in, he's very timid. Now he's,
he's out of show.
Part of the lads now. Isn't
I've changed his title to head quant. I'm looking to hire number 2, which we're already interviewing. That process will start, which will go hand in hand. We're moving to a bigger premises in London. So, I can now take in these guys.
Phenomenal office, isn't it? We can't wait to share.
That's rock star.
I can't wait to share everyone.
What you're saying is we need another quant now. He's obviously that busy now.
Full. He's full.
Yeah.
I'm on calls with him at 11 o'clock at night, and he's like, okay, I can't finish that today because of, he's really thrown himself into it. He can see the potential, and he's enjoying it, and he's also building his own
which is what you
trading strategies now. So he's gone from someone that never knew what the Nasdaq is to now applying his own strategy and building.
Has he helped you with some of your trading strategies as well?
I've got 6 spots.
How many would you say he's
I don't trade discretionary at all now. It's all programmed. He's built them all, and they just sit, and while we're sitting here chatting, I know that my bots are trading.
There's some good success stories of guys that have come from Alpha Futures.
Have to get some podcasts.
Manually trading at Alpha Futures. That's all they've ever done.
It's the same process.
They've come to Prime, manually traded for say a month, so we can get to know them, get on calls with JJ and Seb, etc. And then month 2, month 3, month 4, they spend however many calls it is a week with JJ and Seb, and they're now automated. So we've back tested, optimized, tweaked, changed, added, removed, automated, and now they sit there.
There's very, very different people. So some people have got day jobs and they're trading on the side, or they're studying at university and they haven't got time to be in front of screens all the time. Or there's people that love the thrill of discretionary. They want to click. Yeah, there's no point, putting
So,
money
yeah,
into
some
a fruit
people
machine,
are in
pressing
love
first
with the
thing.
art of
Some people love that.
trading and analysing and executing, which I get.
Well, we've got. I think Seb's coming in shortly, isn't he? So
Yeah.
we could touch more upon that. But if I was to ask you, how does Alpha Prime look like in 2026? What's the plan?
So we are teaming up with a news company that already fully operational, a great company. There's a few providers in London, and these are one of the best. Their infrastructure,
It's gonna change everything.
we've
Not just
absolutely
right,
fallen
but
in
the
love
whole
with their
Alpha.
infrastructure.
The whole
And the whole Alpha brand is now going to be delivered onto your desktop. So, you'll have a portal, you'll have all the pertinent headlines that mean something to the market that you trade. It's there, it's instant, it's as fast as a Bloomberg terminal at a fraction of the
and
price.
some might say
With a squawk
TV
service
channel better than
and a
Bloomberg.
TV channel to launch as well. Alpha Pulse, which is going to be phenomenal. We'll start off small. We need to build it organically.
Yeah.
But it will deliver the news that you want to hear, not an interview by an ex-Bank of England governor.
Only relevant
information that you want to hear.
Yeah.
I don't. Influencers are great in the market and they deliver. They bring the audience, but you actually need something that means something to your trading.
Something that helps their day to day.
And then also to follow on from that, which would be the icing on the cake, is an education service. So there are companies out there that mislead and sell education programs and take your money, and you end up with a piece of paper but we are in the final discussions with launching an education program led by ourselves, which is an accredited
by a guy that's a top level trader.
Yeah, he is also a very good trader, and he's been in the markets for a number of years, similar to me.
Yeah.
But yeah, he'll deliver an education program, and we'll continue with the top level, level 5 diploma, which is backed. It's a fully accredited
CISI VTC
diploma, and then we're going to tailor a light version. For the guys that just want to learn. Okay, what's going on in the market? We had a ECB meeting. Lagarde said something, but I don't really understand why is the euro falling out of bed? What did she say is so important? Then you can take this course, and it's just a light version, but it's an investment in yourself.
History always repeats itself, isn't it? And this is one of the key things with the education side: is as long as you understand why the markets move, then the market's going to move again the same way for years and years to come. Yeah, and it's about tying all that up. But I think what's exciting for our traders, what you've mentioned there, James, is with the Alpha Prime, but with our new news entity that's going to be there, the live score.
It will be on the floor.
And also the education. There's no difference between you trading at home than you going to trade with a banking institution, because you're getting live market analysis, live market news, and the correct people to help you grow your program, and direct access to a community that's led by market professionals. There's no difference between sitting in a bank and trading within the Alpha.
That's also, again, we mentioned it on the last pod, but the same applies here. Our goal is to build the best infrastructure and ecosystem of, with the analysts on hand, the news, the platforms, the clearers that we clear, so that we've got the best foundations and setup that enable a trader to flourish with as much resources they need to improve. And I think also, moving on to what the vision for Alpha Prime is moving into now, we've kind of done our proof of concept for 6 months. There's 3 types of traders that we want to build under Alpha Prime, which is the professional trader desk, where they're veteran, seasoned, profitable professional traders, career traders. Then the traders that graduate from Alpha Cap and Alpha Futures that we bring into Alpha Prime, and we develop and invest to grow them to be that professional trader. And then our graduate desk, which is guys that have an interest in trading, that either have just started, or maybe they sit the level 5 accredited course, and we find some diamonds that we want to bring onto the prime floor and invest. It might be a 2-year cycle before they're hitting it in big size and big wins, but it's building up those 3 types of traders, and to attract the top end of those traders, that professional trader desk, which is what you're kind of excited, I guess, to open the doors to. Alpha Prime in its own right will be a standalone traditional prop, irrespective of Alpha Cap, Alpha Futures, the other Alpha group. Like, if Alpha Prime can go toe to toe with competitor traditional props in the terms of the service that it offers, the infrastructure that it has, in some senses trying to improve on what a lot of competitors are or offer their traders, that puts Prime in such a great position.
So
Even more so when we're bringing guys from Alpha Futures and Cap into that infrastructure.
I'm with it. So following on from what Georgie says, I think you mentioned 70 traders. Did you say you got under your belt?
Yeah, we're almost at 70.
By the end of 2026, where do you see that?
We had a conversation.
But the globe, and how many people do you want to be sitting in your London office? So both things.
So globally, we had a conversation 2 days ago, and our target is to hit 400 by this time next year.
Punchy.
Okay, punchy but achievable.
Yep.
At the current
And
growth
some
rate.
more staff to help you.
Yeah,
The next year, I'll be 10 times as fat and he'll have no hair.
That's
And
not
beard will
hard.
be down here.
I'll have
Yeah, so a realistic target and an achievable target would be 400 globally.
Yeah.
On the London
floor.
trading floor, I want a
Bums on
proper
seats.
buzz.
Buzz in
Real
office, yeah.
To have an in-house analyst is phenomenal.
And we've got 14
even
of
for
them.
the remote traders that are trading globally, on the portal there is just one click, a message box, and it's answered within minutes.
And also
to comment education
on that analyst, there's a team of 14. I think there's about 14 of them.
14
right?
strong.
And they do
There are 11 that
zero
we're
trading.
bringing in
So
another
remember when we went into their office
Yeah.
and you go into that room and they've got 6 screens. None of them trade. All they're doing is reading, researching.
Zero
the
trading.
market.
It was like being in
They don't even
new
want to
nuclear
trade.
submarine
Yeah.
under there. So
But I don't think you can be a good analyst if you want to be a trader, because
No.
you start taking
different
bias and then you
person.
start trading and then they are pure analysts,
They're
economists.
news hungry
walkers.
and they're
It's such a good
searching
setup.
websites. They're scrolling through Twitter. They're on Truth Social. They're hungry to deliver it. They're up.
They're
at 3
reading
in the
between the
morning.
lines. They're
You know what I can't wait to do for the Alpha community is to bring you in, because when we get this new amazing office that we're getting, and when we're teaming up with the guys we're teaming up with on the Alpha Pulse and the news, and you can see the buzz, I can't wait to open the door to you. And I'll be like David Brent in the office.
Rather than sitting here.
Yeah, rather than sitting
rather
here.
than sitting
You
Well,
just
to give
do
you
it
guys
live
a
from the
feel.
floor.
Yeah, to give
Yeah.
you guys
Just do
feel
a
this is
walk
the
around.
analyst, this is JJ, this is where we are. We're going to bring you more into our world rather than us sitting on some snide sofa that everyone's done probably about 20 podcasts on. You know what I mean? And what else ever they've done on it. But we don't want that.
It's professional to the
It's
highest
professional,
level,
and we're gonna
and there's a lot of things missing in the industry, and I'm hoping that we will fill those gaps.
Fill the gap,
and
yeah.
we will be full up. So 50 the target in the next 6 months to a year.
I think it's good for James just to tell maybe one or two light stories. You don't have to name names if we haven't got the traders' permission to be named publicly. But a couple of success stories from when they started, from day one, being moved from cap or futures into prime, what they was like in the first month, what we've done with them over 3-4 months,
One
and
story's
what
enough,
they're
JJ.
and the
Well,
position. So
it's
just so
very
we
hard
know the
to
transition.
drill down on certain people. I have some traders that just want to be left alone, and they know what they're doing, and they're very, very, very successful at what they're doing. I'm just fulfilling them and offering out other markets to trade, other systems to look at, other strategies. One or two guys, which I'm very proud of, is where we have sat with Sebastian. We've fully automated their trading strategies, and I literally had a text message last night, up 34% on the week. I mean, amazing. Yeah. That's not the end game, is it? I mean, it's going to take years to draw it out, but to deliver 34% on 1 week of live trading, and that's his bot. It's gone
Fully automated.
Yeah, bot as well.
It's a bot,
and he was a manual trader before.
Yeah,
months with work,
and we
now his hands free.
We have really sprinkled on the.
Must give it a nice feeling.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing. But 34% now, it could be down next week. You've got to ride the wave. It's not yours until you draw it out. It's very busy, but I love it.
Yeah.
So to finally wrap it up, what would you say to someone out there that's aspiring trader?
If you're already a professional trader and you're out there and you're in the London area, be ready to contact us in the new year, because we've got the space to facilitate and we will deliver the best service possible. Continue as you're going through Alpha Cap and Alpha Futures. If you're trading out there in that space, make a success of yourself, maintain your accounts, keep performance to the highest level, respect the system.
Yep.
And I'm sure I'll be contacting you to bring you on board, and watch this space.